Stampers. It's Christy with Stampin' Texas, and I have got a fun and unique little project to share with you today. These are just clear acrylic plastic frames. Look like that. You can find them anywhere at like Target or Walmart, but they are so much fun to stamp on using our white Stays-On ink. And I just want to show you real quick kind of what this looks like, because when you slide out the paper, since I've stamped it on the clear acrylic, I can switch out whatever paper I want. This is just some of our double-sided paper. So beautiful. So you can switch out the paper really easily for whatever season it is. And here's another one using some new paper from the Occasions catalog. So stay tuned, and I'm going to show you the steps to stamp on your own clear little frames. All right, here's the up close of our acrylic picture frames. Now let me show you what we're going to do. I'm going to show you one that looks similar to this one. It's a 5x7, and I've already got my paper set up, but let me show you this image that I wanted to use comes from the Hello Life stamp set. So what you're going to need is the stamp set you choose, the Stays-On opaque white, and keep in mind sometimes photopolymer, which are these clear stamps all the way through, sometimes they don't like Stays-On, but I'm kind of pushing my luck, I guess you could say, because I really like this image and I really want to make another one of these little frames. So I've got my clear acrylic frame. I have cut my paper to 5x7, and this is the Painted Balloons Designer Series paper. That's gorgeous. And I've used the Deco Label framelits to create that little shape. And I went ahead and stuck it on there because then that I know exactly where I'm going to stamp. Now I'm going to hang the, I know this is kind of towards the bottom of the camera, but what I want to do is hang this stand part over the edge of my table. So I have a nice flat surface, and I am going to put the mat underneath. I just think the images stamp better when you have the mat underneath it, especially photopolymer. It needs a little bit of give. So we're just going to ink this up like so. I just make sure I got it all inked really well. Now I'm just going to look straight down. And the trick is try not to make it slide or anything. Just a nice press down, hold the frame, and come up. There, that did pretty good. Now, I did, on my last one, I heat set that. So I took my heat tool and heat it, or you can just set it aside for a little bit to make sure it's dry. You don't want to touch it at this point. But I do want to make sure you know that you do need to wash your photopolymer with the Stays-On cleaner and your little Stampin' scrub. Okay, so here's my Stampin' scrub. One of the edges have little raindrops in it, so I know that's my wash side and the other side's my dry. And I just want to make sure my Stays-On cleaner, I'm just going to rub it all over. And like I had said, sometimes the Stays-On ink and photopolymer do not work well together. If you're doing black ink and you're wanting to just stamp directly on paper, use like the Memento ink. I think that works better. I really do. I've had my Stays-On black actually tear my paper before. Now, just like any photopolymer, it'll probably be stained a little bit, but it's not going to affect the way it stamps. So there you go. A fun, neat little project. And this one, that was made with some products from the Occasions catalog. And let me get those and I'll show you what they look like. Okay, this is the Adventure Bound Designer Series paper stack. And these little pieces, I want to say they're like 4.5 by 6.5. But what is so cool is one side is an actual photo and the other side is more like designer paper. Isn't that the coolest? I mean, there's so many different images and designs to choose from. Really pretty. And on this particular frame, I used that one with the rocks in the background, as well as the Adventure Awaits stamp. So I did this one. So that just gives you another way to do a frame, kind of a more masculine look. But I hope you enjoyed creating some unique projects today with your stamps. Thanks so much, and if you have any questions, be sure to comment below, and be sure to like my Facebook page. Thanks so much.